Greetings, geeks and nerds. I'm lazy neighbors and I'm white and nerdy. Now, I'll be honest with you, I would absolutely love to be doing the review that I promised of the Rugrats Santa Claus, the Santa Experience, or the Christmas themed video. Except while I went to my VHS, or VCR, after fixing it, something happened. Now, I'm not gonna show. I will show what, but I do want to give off a warning to anybody that is easy to seizure, they're epileptic, they have heart issues, to just look away from the screen for about 10 seconds. That's all that I need. So I can show you guys what is happening. And also, I apologize for making anybody dizzy or blind while showing this, but I just thought that I would show you guys that I'm not lying. I'd love to do the Rugrats Santa Experience. I love that Christmas special. Except for one thing, and at the moment, I can't fix it. And I do not think that it is either the television that I'm using, I think, or the tape itself. I think it's the actual VHS or VCR itself. So what is exactly going on? Well, again, anybody that has heart problems or is easily epileptic, look away for about 10 seconds. For everybody else at home, I'm so sorry for what you're about to experience. Yeah, I spent almost 2 hours trying to fix this. I'm trying to figure out what the hell went wrong and everything. So, and behind the camera, I'm gonna keep attempting to basically try to fix this, and if not, then, oh, well, that's an idea that just went down the shitter now, isn't it? But, greetings, geeks and nerds, I'm Lazy Universe and White Nerdy, and welcome to yet another Christmas-themed episode. Yeah, I had to change it on the fly, so I decided to go with the Christmas special that not a lot of people have heard of. If only because the Christmas special that we're going to be showing here is kind of on the racist side. You'll see what I mean when we get to it. But it's a part of this, as I've shown before, the classic Christmas favorite, mostly Rankin Bass Christmas cartoons on the thing. And we're going to be taking a look at one that I kind of do like, but one that's also incredibly racist. We're going to be taking a look upon the whatever year that it came out in. I believe it's 1970s, so we'll just go with 1970s. 1970s, casual racism. Now, if anybody knows what YouTuber made that famous, everybody else, go sit in the corner. Now, leave. But, with that all said and done, we're going to be talking about one of the more unusual and unheard of Christmas cartoons for this season. We're taking a look at Leprechauns Christmas Gold. Yes, this will be my review, retrospective, whatever you want to call it, upon the Rankin Bass Leprechauns Christmas Gold, basically Christmas Gold, that they ended up doing. So, if you haven't seen this Christmas special yet, you'd be forewarned, there will be some spoilers, just to let you know that there will be some spoilers, and also, I have to say one thing to all the Irish fans out there. If I have any fans from Ireland, or who hailed from Irish descent, please don't watch this review. Because I promise you, while you might think, oh, it's just kind of cute, I swear to you that this is, and especially when you're talking to somebody that is of Irish descent too, this is a little bit racist. This is a cute Christmas cartoon and everything, but everybody in this, aside from a few named voice actors like Art Carney and Peggy Cass, everybody else are trying to do stereotypical Irish accents. Except for Peggy Cass and Art Carney, who are, of course, Irish. So, yeah. This may not end well, So, yeah. And also, in case you're wondering, this is what you saw. This is a saxophone Santa that you can go and buy right now at your official Walgreens store. I'm probably going to be using him for my intro and outro from now on, because this thing is just so adorable. Look at him. So, anyways, enough of saxophone Santa. I'm just gonna put him back there. Let's just dive back into the classic Christmas cartoon, the Christmas holiday treats, or whatever you want to call it, and let's check out the Christmas of the Leprechauns Christmas Gold. And if you haven't heard of Leprechauns, your problem, not mine. So let's dive into this. Let's get into a Leprechauns Christmas Gold. We open upon our own narrator, Ronnie Kawakawani, voiced by the iconic and legendary Art Carney, who happened to tell us about the tale of the Leprechauns Christmas Gold.
Choice. Like the one about how we leprechauns brought the Christmas gold back to Ireland. Well, it was all because of a young lad, Ditty Doyle by name.
As we see, Dinty's captain wants him to grab a Christmas tree upon an island where Christmas trees don't usually grow, and so Dinty goes there to grab the Christmas tree. So the leprechauns are nearby watching him and all his stupidity trying to pull up a pine tree instead of cutting one down, but whatever have you. So he ends up pulling out the pine tree, and he unleashes a massive evil upon the world. He unleashes the most terrifying thing that you could imagine onto humanity.
Wake up, we're free! Uh-oh, morning bread, let me get you a man!
Oh, it's good to be free after 10,000 years. Here you
No, instead he releases an evil known only as Mag the Hag. Yes, seriously, that is this woman's name. Oh, yes, yeah, sure. Because when I think of great villains in every single Christmas cartoon, the first one I think of is Old Mag the Hag. Yes, that is literally her name. Burgermeister Burger, the Grinch, Professor Hinkle, the ice wizard from Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July, but the abominable snowman, or aka Bumble, Mag the Hag. And you know what the worst part is? She's supposed to be a banshee. I don't know anything about banshees, much, so if anybody would feel free to include us on the Irish folklore of the banshees, that'd be wonderful. All that I know is that they have very loud or enchanting, powerful wails that they can do. They just give her whatever power that they want in this, so worked for me, I guess. Made my entire life somewhat simpler. It's just that I can't believe that somebody there decided, I need a good villain name. I got it! Mag the Hag. I don't know anymore. But, screw it. May as well just roll with the punches, I guess. So Dinty, by accident, after summoning the hag, he accidentally finds the Leprechaun's Christmas Gold, and he doesn't know what came over him. Barney decides it's the gold fever. A gold fever is something that when people see the gold glisten, something just comes over them and they can't help themselves but try to touch what isn't there. But while waiting for tea to cool, Barney tells Dinty that yes, once his family was of respected culture, and that he, the Kalakalanis, married one of the Orclogiers, and basically they went and had babies, except they stayed in their house for a long period of time.
Gee, let me think. Sure. Oh.
But unfortunately, after all that baby making, old Mad the Hag isn't happy, so she takes on a different form of a fairy or a fairy godmother and goes after Brownie's wife.
How do you know? Your guardian angel, perhaps.
Your husband is given in to the temptation and evil of gold. So why don't you just give it to me, dearie? I promise I'll keep it nice and calm and good. Except that Barney's wife Faye failed to consider one huge fact that we'll talk about later and have to do a huge facepalm. It's the fact that when the Banshee Mag the Hag shapeshift, she constantly cries, though tears don't stop. They stop for nothing. And she never saw the tears, so she believed the Banshee's word that, her husband is basically possessed by gold. So she thinks that her husband is Smaug from the Hobbit movies? Or Thorin Oakenshield? Which, by the way, that was an awesome scene in of itself. But she still believed her fairy godmother's word for it and just decided, yeah, what the hell, I'll leave my husband. So Mag goes after Brownie and forces him basically to change his life because nobody's working in the mines anymore and he's all alone as she took everything away from him. Brownie told Dinty that he had no choice. Mag the Hag was too evil and he could not stop her, but there was only one person that he knew that could.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And a fall out of bubblegum.
No, it is instead St. Patrick. Yes, St. Patrick is there, Lord of the Leprechaun, and he basically pulled a trick upon old Mag the Hag. And didn't he soon realize, after Brownie's tale, that Mag the Hag was the pine tree that he pulled up, making Brownie very upset.
Well, you did what?
When I dug up that pine tree before.
You don't have to chew your cabbage twice. Once is enough to shiver my timbers and shake my store teeth loose.
But Mag the Hag tried to use this spell upon Bonnie Killarney, which doesn't actually begin to work, because he noticed that she was tricked and that he was poisoned by old Mag the Hag. In order to get out of the witch's spell, he gives it to Dinty, but Mag the Hag promising that Dinty will not get away with this and neither will Bonnie Killarney as she will have her vengeance. So Dinty goes to the sea where he thinks that his ship is, but his ship is sailed away. But he discovered something else, a woman possibly crying. As he ends up finding a young little girl known only as Colleen, or basically the same age as he is, as she walked upon the shore just as well as he did, even though that this is Mag the Hag in disguise. Had they seen a song about Christmas in Killarney, which I don't know if that's an actual thing that can happen or not, everybody's happy that the gold is back. Dinty, being a fucking idiot, promises the gold to Colleen, who, as it turns out, was actually Mag the Hag in disguise the entire time. So Mag puts an idiot curse upon the idiot boy that he would forever sleep for as long as she remains alive and so long as she had the gold that she was promised. Okay, fine, the damn special doesn't end. Everybody decides to make up, including Bonnie and Faye, who basically agree that they were kind of idiot to each other and that they still love each other. As the Leprechauns rejoice that now their family is finally back together again, and so the St. Patrick show up to go, peace out, bitches, I've always been in this special for only a little bit. No, actually he lifts a curse upon Dinty, so Dinty is not dead, but instead alive, and looks at the Leprechauns, and they are all happy that Dinty's alive. So the rainbow shines upon the gold, and Mag the Hag thinks that she's gonna get gold for this Christmas season and be rid of her curse forever, except for one thing. I say, husband, it is a miracle. 'Tis be a Christmas miracle, wife. We will promise never to speak of this to anybody else that for the while that we live, that this woman did not melt, and it was not our fault. But husband, it was not our fault. But husband, it was not our fault. And so, after that murder happened, Dinty finds the Bellevere Inn, and Dottie brings back with some leprechauns, gold, and shoes for all of Killarney to enjoy for next year. And yet the police are still looking for Nicola Kalani for killing an innocent woman, even though she had done nothing wrong, by basically just not giving her just a sliver of gold so she could be rid of her curse and basically live happy forever after. And so that was the Leprechauns Christmas Gold, or the Leprechauns Christmas Gold. And is it any good? Well, sort of. See, the story is really kind of complex that it just goes throughout, island history. Or island folklore. They try to tie in everything of Ireland together, the Banshee, St. Patrick, Leprechauns, and it really kind of feels like. And now I see why Rudolph and Frosty and other Christmas cartoons are well remembered more than this one. Yeah. And my apologies about the Rugrats, but hopefully maybe that there'll be some other year to review it. But if in case you're wondering if Leprechauns Christmas Gold is worth watching, yeah, but if you have anybody in your family that is part Irish, then you might find this or deem this racist. Or aside from that, it is kind of still magical, but it's not one worth watching like several times over, just like Rudolph or Frosty. So you can watch it if you are interested in checking it out. So Leprechauns Christmas Gold is kind of recommended, but just be careful in case if you accidentally, make somebody feel like that you're offending them with this Christmas cartoon. So it does still worth checking out, but just kind of be careful if you were checking it out. And for Irish people, it is recommended, but just be careful that it might be offensive to some of you.
Everyone knows that rainbows end in gold.
Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified every single time I make an upload. Everyone's universe, everyone new to keep eking on. And also, yes, please do check out the classic Christmas favorites here that has a bunch of Rankin Bass Christmas cartoons on it. And also the Leprechauns Christmas Gold. But come back next. But until next time, as always, take care and keep eking on. Because speaking of next time, I have the perfect one that we can do for this holiday season. I talked about everything that I talked about the Power Rangers celebrating Christmas twice. I talked about a zombie celebrating Christmas. But what about the Scarlet Speedster celebrating Christmas? Come back next time as I'm going to be reviewing one of my favorite episodes from Season 2 of The Flash. That just so happens to be a Christmas episode. So come back next time as we'll be celebrating Christmas with the Trickster.